What's going on with this? Hey, of course, no notice per usual. Let me get my camera set up here. I always plan on editing this part out, and then I usually don't do that, so. All right, I guess that's good. All right. Hey, anyway, I am here pretty late in the day. I got up at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And I am excited because I found out some cool information that I don't know, okay. What is this? I'm going to click on this. I never do this. What is this? At least 1 minute video if you need to start a highlight. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Anyway, I found out some information and I'm kind of excited about it. And I wanted to share it with other people like me who have big, fat, menopausal guts. And I wish I would have known this sooner. And, but you know, better late than never. So, hey, Outdoor Family, what's up? I hope you're having a good day. I'm starting my day very, very late. As you can see, it's only 5 p.m. here. I think it's about 8 o'clock there. If I remember correctly, you're in Maine. And, yeah, how's it going? All right, I'm just putting some water in my hair. Oh, okay, bye. Thanks for popping in. Have fun with your friend. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm not really preparing to like go out of the house today. So my effort here will be about the same as I would put in if I were leaving the house. Okay, I'm gonna put a little, wait a minute, I'm gonna put a little conditioner in. Okay, I'm gonna use this. I like this product, Curly Air Dry Cream, sulfate free. Hey, thank you for being here. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this information I found out about visceral fat, because I've got a lot of it. And I don't know if it applies to men, because I was so excited. I didn't do any research. And because I don't have a man, I didn't look into it. But Michelle, is that Michelle? What's up from Tennessee? What's going on, man? Which Michelle is that? Is it this Michelle? Is it this Michelle? Is that Michelle? Which one? This one. This one right now. All right, so I'm just trying to get a little control on my hair. Okay, so anyway, I am, hello, Red Hulk, Green Hulk, yeah, I'm Justin, nice to meet you, Michelle. Hey, Justin Bunker, how are you? Thanks for being here, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna drink some water. And I am going to, good morning, man, feet lover. Show please. Okay, so I can't get the, I don't know what's going on with this thing. So I'm going to put this here. And I am doing a couple things today. So first, pardon my hand in front of the camera. I don't know why this is giving me such a hard time today. All right, well, don't worry about it. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Oops, I said that out loud. What the after? Oh my God, is that another slang for my chest? That's not this kind of stream. I'm sorry. If you want to see that, this is not that stream. You might see it inadvertently because I'm going to do a workout. And spoiler alert, I am not wearing a bra today because I don't want to. And my chest is not that big and disgusting. Oh, God. When you get older, remember gravity comes for everybody. But, I know. I don't, men are funny. You know, boobies are just a name for birds. Isn't that funny? Tits are a name for birds. Those are actual birds. But, you know, it gets turned into slang for women's area. Okay, first I wanted to say, I like responding to the comments, and I need to get in the habit of reading the comment before I respond to it so that people watch my live stream They don't think I'm too much like a crazy person. Knockers are on the door. That's right. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. Hi, y'all. Hanke. The Driz. Let me get the damn. You need to get your roots up. Keep growing. Oh, no, 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 no. I am growing this out. Someone said I need to get to my roots. This is my, yeah, I'm growing this out, and I'm using this product with color in it because I am postmenopausal, so my hair is like straw. And I don't want to use permanent color because it's too much upkeep. And my hair, if you're an older woman, you know that, at least in my case, white and gray hair does not like to hold the color. My hair is just painfully like straw. So this is box color that's growing out. And then it's this product called Conditioner, which is a sulfate-free shampoo, which I wish I would have discovered earlier because it does not drag out your hair. I'm extremely lucky for my age to not have, one, a huge bald spot, and two, to have the amount of hair I have. So I will be growing out my hair, and I'm about 80% gray and white, and then my natural hair color is brown. I keep messing up my hair. No, it's fine. No one cares. And yeah. Okay, so how am I doing? Vibrating. Okay, let me go back down. Hi. I love these little pictures next. So this is so cute. Cute. I'm doing fine. Your smile's like, oh, thank you, Nick Wilson. My smile is like sunshine. Thank you so much. I have a bad smile. My teeth are too small. Too much. I do some weird stuff. I am a widow, and I will not be getting married again. Been a widow for 17 years, and I just had my wedding anniversary. I would have been married for 36 years. Okay, what is this? What is this? I love these little pictures. You're a good woman. Oh, thank you. Your hard-earned tax dollars fund my unemployment lifestyle. What's your YouTube channel? Okay, my YouTube channel. What do you do for dandruff? I don't do anything for dandruff because I'm lucky to not have dandruff. But you need to use Head and Shoulders. I forgot what the active ingredients is in there, and the secret is you got to leave it on your scalp for however long it says. If it says leave it on for 5 minutes, leave it on for 5 minutes. Got to let it get into your thing. My late husband had dandruff of the face. Half-Hearted by Ice Melted. I do not know what that is. Is that a musical group? I don't know what that is. Is that a book? Just joking. No, I don't know. Thank you for letting me. Where am I from? Okay, I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio, the eastern suburbs. And now I live in Phoenix. And my family's blood is from Italy. That's how you. Okay. And when you're smoking and driving, you flick your cigarette out the window, and a couple miles later, you smell something funny. Oh God, the plug. Can you not put gross things like that on me? And please remember, in the state of Arizona, it's $500 if you get caught littering, and a lit cigarette butt is also $500. And also one of the major contributors, from what I know, I could be wrong, forest fire. So don't do that crap. And please go take your weird freaking comments to a different string. This is a nice string. Okay. Oh, no. Johan K., are you a 35-year-old single man who lives in his basement? Are you a child? Why do you think that's an appropriate conversation to put with someone on a stream trying to talk about health? Don't do that. Don't do that. If you're a child, shame on you. But I understand you're trying to stretch and grow. And if you're a grown-up man, what is wrong with you? Go to therapy. Thank you. Ohio's fantastic, but it's... Sorry. Somebody asked what Ohio's like. Ohio's fantastic. It's just very, very humid. And I don't like it. And it's very, very cold. And I have fibromyalgia, and my body does not like the cold. So... my singing voice is really poor. Are you Greek or Armenian? I am not Greek, and I am not Armenian. I'm Italian. But my dad's joke is that we are probably Greek and came over to Italy as slaves because that's how poor our family was for generations, right? So anyway, because you're delusional. Okay, does it clap when you jump? Please stop asking these questions that you feel is appropriate because it's not. It's not appropriate. Please go somewhere else. But subscribe before you go. Thank you. All right, I'm going to drink some water. Yeah, I mean, you know Marina Sirtis? She was, can't remember her name, from Star Trek The Next Generation. Oh my God, when I saw her, I was like, what is that? She is the most exotic, beautiful woman I have ever seen. I think I was like 20. She's Greek. I thought she was like something Middle Eastern or something. It was just fabulous. I was just hi, hey, thank you. Oil upgrading. I just put some coconut oil on. Thank you for suggesting. You must enjoy gaslighting people. I would be very, very good as a grifter because I'm very convincing about everything, about anything. But I'm also a very honest person, and I would feel very horrible doing that to somebody because, yeah, I would feel horrible. That's why I did not work out in real estate sales, because I'd show someone a house and go, you can't afford this. Place is a dump. Don't buy it. Thank you for subscribing, Mr. Save-A-Hall. That's a good... That's good. Oh, my God. My hair. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, that's not something to be proud of. Is your kid... Johan! Should not shave cats. Shaving cats does not help them cool. I have 3 cats, and I can't even imagine shaving them. So, yeah. I'm looking at one right now. She's looking at me saying she can't... What? She wants me to scratch you in the face. So, there. Yeah, give him a coloring book. Keep him occupied. Hello from Russia. What's up, man? Niet. That's all I know. Mike the Tough. Get a jacket with ice in it, like a frozen ice jacket. I have a glove that I put on for arthritis that's frozen. I know he didn't mean that, but I take all comments and I interpret it to how I want to interpret it, and then I respond appropriately. I know. You know what, the trolls, whatever, man. As long as people are watching. Just joking. I've been a substitute teacher for 10 years, so bring it on, man. I've had everything. Okay, I'm going to drink some more water. Good morning, Mr. Singh. How are you? Michelle is a zebra listening. Thank you for loving me. So, yeah, thank you. So, first I wanted to say I have had 2 good days in a row, which never happens. And what I mean by that is I have, kind of look like my teacher I had before. An Aberdeen. Is that how you call it? An Aberdeen? An eggplant. I know what that emoji is, but I like saying it in the French word, but now I can't remember how to say it. Kamala or Trump. Santiago Hernandez. I will just say that I believe in our democratic process, and everyone should vote. And if you think your vote does not matter, it absolutely matters. Why do you think they try and make it hard for people not to vote? And I do not want my followers to, I don't want this to be like a political thing. I vote on one thing, and on one viewpoint, on one particular thing, and I will vote whichever political party is for that. And so far, it's the Democratic Party, and that could switch. And if it switched, I would vote Republican. So, yeah. Yeah. Substitute teaching was really, really hard. Now, I am 60 years old, and I've only been substituting for 10 years, which would mean if I ever got pregnant, hopefully not by a child, if I got pregnant I'm in menopause, after menopause, I would make so much money, because wouldn't that be the second coming of the third coming? The second coming? The first? Oh, geez, I don't know. Depends on your religion. Am I a prison teacher? Are you a one-issue voter? I am absolutely a one-issue voter, because I learned that in college, that when people switch back and forth between political parties, it makes it so that it's less efficient. And our founding fathers did not want us to have 2 political parties, but here we are. So yes, I am one person, one political, yeah. Because you know what, everyone, okay, I'm not going to get into it. Ah, thank you. What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is I'm going to close the door to my bathroom for a particular reason, which means I got to turn on the big light. I love hedgehogs, but I don't want my cats to know because, yeah, but I love hedgehogs, but they are not domesticated animals. So I'm going to say my favorite domesticated animal is a cat. Absolutely love them. Love them. And wild animals would be the hedgehog, and dinosaurs would be Majungathoris on the island of Madagascar. When, yeah, I know I closed the door and she's right in the closet. Want to see where she's at? Don't judge me. Okay, I'm sorry. See, there she is. I have a special shelf just for her. I have 3 other cats. This is their little shelf. There's a black rug that I bought like an idiot, not realizing. Okay, and here's the mama. Don't be scared of cats. Unless you die in your apartment and then they eat your face. That happens. Why are you in the bathroom? Are you touching yourself? Johan! Let me give you a hint. You can touch yourself wherever you're at. I'm in the bathroom because I only have one mirror in my house, which is my bathroom mirror. And I'm going to do a workout. That's right. I have a type of dysmorphia, which I do not like to look at myself because I do not see what you see. And I'm doing much better with it. And being on camera is really helping me force myself to look at myself and not like burst into tears because of the hideousness. Please use a British. I can't. Okay. Can y'all start? Like, you know what? Yeah. That's the advantage of not being in front of somebody. I'm just nice to everybody because I can't read your body language. I can't see anything. So when you have this kind of, and this is true for anything, but I have to turn the air conditioning down. I'm still here. What is going on in this room? Suspicious. I have 3 cats and they're always causing drama. Okay. That's all right. Okay, I'm back. They just knocked something over, and that's okay. What? Right, knock. Okay, whatever. Oh. Michael Vincent Jr. says nobody wants me. See how I just flipped you off here? You know what? I'm going to flip you off in British. Used to flip kids off at school all the time. You have to do it down low. Kids don't know what that means. I know what it means. Oh, thank you. Pumpkin the cat. That's so sweet. So sweet. We adopted one cat, and she came preloaded with kittens, and we kept all of them. That's a whole long story. And then as soon as they show signs of wanting to reproduce, because that happens sooner than you think, then we got them all fixed. She does speak English. What are you talking? Someone put you shut the door like the cat speaks English. Yeah, they do. Oh, thank you. It's not a chili. This is God, the bad lighting. This is a cornicello. It's carved out of coral, which is the traditional way. Then in silver, and then lastly in gold, and then never in diamonds. Don't do that. This is something Italians wear, and it has gone through several different meanings. But where I live in Phoenix, this is definitely a chile pepper, because that's what the kids want it to be. And what do I care what whatever, they're like, we have a chili pepper on. I'm like, that's right. Say Russian vodka Gorbachev. You need a time. Oh my God. Any tips on looking to marry someone in the USA? I'm in Turkey. I found. Hey man, I asked someone to marry me purposely. Second time I met him, I said, dude, marry me from India. I said, marry me. You'll have a green card. Break the change of the caste system, however you say that. He said no, and I think he's just a modern day slave here in the United States. He said no. Oh, thank you. If you have millions of dollars that you want to spend on me, yeah, do it. But why would you give money to a stranger? Don't you have family? You're like those people who win the lottery and then they give their money away? Don't you have kids? People give their organs to someone that they don't know? I have all my organs in case my kids need one. I sub to you. Oh, ah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's my dream, to be a modern day slave. Oh, it is. Oh no, you don't want to be a modern day slave. Yeah, so I don't know what hold this person was under that they were not able to make their own decisions. I can only imagine that it's very, very expensive to leave India and then get here somehow. Pretty. You're so lonely. I will marry you. I said, okay, who's lonely? Who's lonely on here? I'm not lonely. So I'm gonna say this, and then I'll scroll back up. I don't order from Taco Bell, but if okay, very, very rarely. When I eat Taco Bell, I don't eat fast food because it is not good for you. Yeah. But if I did, it would be a chicken quesadilla, and then you never know how it's going to be because sometimes it's like, and then sometimes it burns your mouth alive. Okay. Lady Gaga, she never made it. Lady Gaga was born is wealthy before she was Lady Gaga. So yeah, right on, man. That right on, right on. I'm a poor person. Don't be jealous that I can almost live off of $22,000 a year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't own a car. Narcissistic behavior, right? Over some who knows who's on. Oh my God! Do you remember in the movie Scream and Harry? Oh my God. What is his name? What is his name? He played the father. Henry Winkler had a tattoo on his butt of Ray Orbison. My friend died because he ate Doritos. I'm sorry, that's sad. If you want to learn about watch the movie Sound of Freedom, okay, I will do that. Not really. She had to sacrifice her position. I don't know what that means. I know. What's it like being in special ed? Oh, are you guys fighting in the comments? Let's try and be nice to each other because you never know. This could be someone. I'm saying this honestly. This could be someone who is special ed. And so sometimes people don't understand that they're not inappropriate. Okay, I'm just saying that as a teacher because sometimes, like I'll meet someone. Like I have my bike, and my bike is with all the upgrades, $2,000. My bicycle, and I was taking it in the store. This is before two people got murdered in the parking lot. I don't go to that store anymore because I don't want to get shot in the face, which is a distinct possibility when you live in Phoenix, right in the face. And he said, I like your bike. And I said, oh, thank you. And he said, I've seen better though. I'm like, oh, okay. And I understood he was on the spectrum and he was just commenting that he's seen more expensive bikes. And so have I. If you've ever go to a bike store, $20,000 for a bike. I'm being real people that are special ed ours. I have autism. I usually watch you go, oh, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes I thought for a while I had autism because I'm definitely a weird person. Like I prefer to be alone because if someone's with me, I do not know how to act. So I'm so happy when I'm living alone. Even with my kids would always be like, as soon as I walk in the room, you stop what you're doing because I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in front of you. Weird. But I know now that it's just the effects of having ADHD and being a child of a narcissistic mother. Yeah. I'm not great, but thank you. People have an awesome bike. He did have an awesome. Bye, girl. I'm heading to bed, love. Oh, bye. I don't know where you're at. Yeah, but thank you for loving my hair. Usually, this is yesterday's hair. So it's 2-day-old hair. Bye, Books. Trump hairs are. Oh, God. We already talked about this. I believe in the Democratic. That's my statement. I believe in our democratic, a representative republic, and that everyone should vote. Your vote definitely matters. And I do not want people to not like me because I vote differently than you, because it's all, that's your choice as a person. You vote the way you vote, the way you feel as a person. There you go. But Kamala all the way. So stoked to have a black woman in office. Oh my God, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back, baby. All right, you look like Einstein. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, remember me. I still want to see them do. Ah, thank you, Pookies. I appreciate you standing up for me. But, who thinks I'm trans? I'm not a trans. Oh, thank you. Are you a trans? I'm not a trans. I think these are some kids that just come on here to just, goof around and that's, whatever. But you should be studying, right? You should be keeping up on your reading. I don't know, whatever. All right, so I'm going to drink some water. Oh, thank you. Okay, so have a good sleep, whoever's going to sleep. Hey, it's Sweden! Sweden. Oh, Berry Boy, you're back. You're right. It's killing the trolls because they can't rattle her. Oh, yeah, you can't bother me. Sorry. Oh, thank you. These are just good to know. Yeah, they're just testing out their boundaries and what they can get away with in a safe place where they can't just get punched directly, boom, right in the face for saying something. But I'm going to tell you, there are some kids. I'm a substitute teacher, and I believe I am now retired. I don't think I'm going back to work. So, yeah. And striking, yeah, I probably am. I'm going to stay for, oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm just telling some of these kids, I'm like, do you not know where you live? Okay, it's elementary, K through 8, and middle school students. Some of them, it starts in 6th grade. Everybody goes through it. Everybody went through adolescence. Everyone went through the insanity phase. But some of them don't come out of it. And I'm like, man, you wait until you're going on a public bus and you think it's cool to just cut the line? Not in Phoenix. You better not be cutting the line in Phoenix. There's a lot of pleasant, nice people who take the bus. I used to take the bus, but then there's some people who are not nice. And there's a lot of drug dealers at the bus stops, and you better not get in their way, man. They're trying to sell some product. Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, North Carolina, man. So, emo girl, I don't care about you. Oh, thank you so much. I know, it's so bad. We live in such a widely divided country, and it will always be like that. And one day maybe I'll do a stream about my view on politics and how we'll never get rid of racism, just like we'll never get rid of bullies, because some people are just born jerks. And I'm sorry I'm so happy as a parent that my kids are not jerks, because sometimes you can look at somebody and you're like, your little kid's what is that? What is that? Is that a little baby jerk? You're a product of your environment, and you're a product of your parenting, and you're a product of your genes. So people don't just turn 18 and become jerks, right? So, being DC, I don't know how to do that, and I am on here too late. Usually, one of my kids is on here, and they will put some comments. But I can put people in the trash. North Korea. Wow, are you really? I don't believe you, because North Korea has an intranet and not an internet, unless you're a soldier. Are you a soldier? I'm not scary. I have a career soldier who's been all over the world. Oh, okay, yeah, right on, man. Thank you. Never forget. Never forget. My dad fought in the Battle of the Bulge, the bloodiest battle of World War II. And he never talked about it, and I never knew that much about it. All right, so what I was going to talk about, I'm going to try and get this in your finger. That's why you're emo. Can't deal with men's people. Me. Okay. So I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you, not my Doonies, but you're going to see them. And I didn't have these until I got fat. I didn't even have to wear a bra until I was 40, so this is disappointing to me. Okay, here comes the big light. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera on this way so you can see my fat, because what I want to do is, okay, so here is, okay, just look at it, okay, all right, okay, see this? Can you see it? Wait, let me move back one. Okay, I'm wearing black. Can you see it? Here, I'll do with the shirts. You see this? So these are my, Doonies, and my chest, all the camera stuff. So this is my fat. So this is, and I can't even pinch that much off, okay? So this is this is skin, water, because I have edema, and then fat, then muscle, and then a whole bunch of visceral fat, which is underneath. And, oh, thank you. But my gut terrified people? That's up to you. Okay. And, oh, thank you. So I just found out, though, that And I didn't know this. And as some, look how exotic this. Oh, you want to see my tchotchkes? Okay, here's my little Turkish-inspired lamp. I had it on my wish list on Amazon for a really long time, and then my daughter finally, and she bought it for me for Christmas. I was so excited. These are my little tchotchkes. I have, yeah, I have it. Oh my God, it's my debit card. Don't look at that. All right. Look at my little tchotchkes. Look how cute they are. Look at him. Put up the, here he is. Look at, where's the camera? Where's the put the camera this way. Look how cute he is. He's so cute. These are little collectibles. Some people will pay. Oh, Bonnie Bell. Yeah, well, listen to this. Listen to this. Okay. Screenshot the card. No. If you ask me real nice, I'll post my social security number, my mother's maiden name, and the name of all of my children. Just joking. I found out, I didn't know this, that visceral fat is metabolically active. I did not know that. And visceral fat has something to do with your caloric intake. What? I thought that I put on this weight because I have a malfunctioning thyroid problem. I have hypothyroidism. I'm postmenopausal or menopausal. I don't know what that word is. I cannot exercise a lot because I have a heart condition. I have fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, asthma, edema, acid stomach, a whole bunch of stuff. But it is, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm a good person. Unless I'm not on my medication, and then I can be quite insane. You're welcome, world. Ask my children. They're all in therapy. Okay. I apologize. I have to go. Okay, thank you. Thank you for getting me calmed down. I love you. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I can't read your name, but I will see. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that I'm providing something to somebody. That's my belief in life, is that your path should be benign. You should try to cause no harm and try and do good where you go. And if you can't do good, don't do anything at all. So drink lime and cucumber water. Yeah, so, okay, so do I have a skunk? I wish I could have a skunk. Skunks are really cool pets. I could have a skunk hair light. Okay. So I found this doctor who is a female doctor of, she's an OB-GYN. I think I put that in the description. And she has a diet called the Galveston diet. I didn't read anything about it. But I'm going to do that. And it's really good because I'm almost out of food. And I try and eat everything that I buy because Americans waste so much food. We buy food and waste like 30% of it. So I'm like, I don't want to do that because I'm poor. I want to eat everything I buy. So right now I'm down to milk, cheese, 1 can of chicken. So I'm going to buy some food. So I'm going to try this Galveston diet. And it sounds a lot, not keto, because keto is just fat. And I'm going to tell you, keto is really, really hard. And it's really hard to maintain. And I think keto is really only really good for people who are diabetic. And but I'm going to try this keto diet, and then I'm going to be working out every day so people can see my transition from to better. And then I'm going to do the diet also to see, so you can see a live kind of a thing every day of somebody who's doing something, instead of like doing a quick video the before and then you wait 6 months. But I mean, I love those, but this you can see as it's actually going, and this will encourage me to do something. Can you reach your butthole to shave it? You should be able to, yeah, you need to have a good reach, man, so I can do that. And I can't do this because my arm is broken. Yeah. Don't shave some parts of your body are not meant to be shaved. Don't do that. Are you a Jew? I'm not a Jew. Am I transgender? Stop talking. I see. Okay. I'm not Jewish, but I would not mind being Jewish. I grew up in a predominantly Italian Jewish neighborhood on the eastern suburbs of Cleveland, very close to Beechwood, Shaker Heights. I went to John Carroll University, which is right there, where if you walk in 10 minutes, you can find a good bagel. And yes, some of my friends' parents were in concentration camps, and I know that because they had the tattoo on their forearms. So it was definitely a different time growing up in the 70s. So I am actually a baby boomer because I was born in 64, but I'm more like Gen X because 64 is the last year for the baby boom, and then 65 is the... And it used to be those designations were more about spikes in population, I think. I'm a female Italian. Have you had a Brazilian? Johan K, stop it. Stop it. I'm a poor person, man. I'm not paying extra money. Okay, anyway. All right, be nice to each other in here. So what I'm doing is, this is my fourth workout, and I am going to switch the camera. I'm going to have to ignore the comments, and I'm sorry because I feel like a bad hostess if I don't reply to the comments, but I will after a little bit. I'll scroll up and look at the comments. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera on. Don't have a bra on because I'm in my house, okay? I don't want to wear a bra, and it's not that horrifying. But once my neighbor, who was 80 years old, and she had really big chest. And then when she was 80, I was talking to her, and I thought she had a stomach tumor. And I just kept looking because I hadn't seen her for years, like my mom's neighbor. And I was just looking at her. She goes, "Oh, I probably should have put a bra on." I'm like, "Oh, okay, it's her chi-chis. All right, I thought she had a massive stomach tumor." Gravity comes for all of us, including you men. All right, this is my stuff from riding my bike. I got up really late today, so I did not ride my bike. It's way too hot right now. So this is my jacket. And okay, I'll go over that later. All right, so what I'm going to do is, my arms did not get so... I'll turn the light off. I can't take the light. My arms did not get terribly sore, so I'm surprised. I like how you smell alcohol. I'm 13 and I can buy alcohol. We used to be able to buy alcohol in the United States when you were 18. You could buy low beer, which just meant you had to drink a lot more beer to catch a buzz. No one even knows what low beer is. It's just beer with not a lot of alcohol content. I'm going to put this part on. Okay, so... Hi, Jessica. Okay, all right. I'm going to put this light on. I don't like it, but okay. So I used to be a bodybuilder because I used to be too thin. And I wanted to put weight on. And I didn't want to just be fat like every single female in my family because leaving food behind is a sin against God, so you had to eat it instead. Italian mentality. All right, so I'm going to do my arm. I'm not going to talk while I'm doing my set because I'm pleasantly surprised that I am not super sore because fibromyalgia, sometimes you do one thing and you're in excruciating pain and sometimes you're not. This is like 10 pounds. This is not at all heavy. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, wait a minute. If you want to watch, you can see my bath towels. Okay, I'll do it like this way so you can see my arm. Go up on 2, head down on 4. Okay, I went to 12 and I did not go to fatigue. Those are gummies, not tomatoes. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, don't look at that, Michelle. Just concentrate on what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to do my bad arm now. This arm is broken. I got hit by a car. So I broke my shoulder and my elbow here. So this arm is, shoulder's messed up. Okay. Okay, I don't know if anyone's watching my form. I have really good form. Okay. I have an arthritic thumb, so I have to make sure when I hold the weight, it doesn't hurt my thumb too much, which makes it hard. Okay, which makes it hard when I go up in the weights. Okay. That's how you know I'm serious, because I'm not talking while I'm working out. So I'm going to put, these are adjustable weights. I got these at the Goodwill. Put the camera the other way so people can see. And I have another set. These go up to like 12.5 pounds. And they have these little discs that with. And I have another one that goes up to 25, but my daughter borrowed it to see if she would want to buy it. I think she just borrowed it because she just didn't want to buy it, and she just took her mom's. So I'm going to increase the weight, and I don't know what's going on with this thing. So, all right, let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. I'm just putting another little plate on here. I don't go to the gym because when I'm working, I'm too tired to stop anywhere, which is one reason why I bought a bicycle. And it has a motor on. Okay, just try it on the other side first. The other one that I have that's an adjustable weight, it has a dial on it. You put it on the stand and you dial it. When you pick it up, it releases or adds the weight that you want, which is pretty cool. They're like $100, but it's well worth it because most weights cost $1 a pound, and if you're a guy, they can get pretty pricey. If you want to buy weights, go to your local Goodwills, because usually people don't make that kind of stuff when they don't use it. I bought these for like $5. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, this is annoying. I know, I can't get the weight out. Okay, calm down. Okay, there we go. I need my other weight back. Alright, okay, just. EMU and depression, they're always combined. Yeah. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes your depression likes to not stay hidden, like mine. Sometimes your depression likes to have a format, and sometimes that might be in your style of clothing or your demeanor. Sometimes people just like the way black and white, like the way they look in black. And don't take drugs. Drugs are very serious nowadays. Oh, I'm getting really annoyed. All right, I'm going to do this one more time. Get on there. Okay, so maybe you don't buy it from Goodwill. I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, I'm going to just do it with... I'm annoyed. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm just going to do something. I found a guy who's a physiologist, so I'm going to just do some mountain. Oh, I can't do it on the store. I'm going to do some mountain climbers, and you can see me from behind now. Look where I am. All right, thank you for staying here for my workout. If you don't want to be here, I totally understand. Lady, what's your deal? I pop out, they'll cry the house every time nobody ever sees them. They just laugh. Oh. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You probably, you know what you need? You need to go to therapy. You need to address what's bothering you, because something is definitely bothering you. Can you see me? Turn it this way. I don't know. Why do I want you to see? Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to do this. This is like a standing plank. I'm going to activate my core, and I'm just going to do some mountain climbing, which is I'm just lifting my leg up. And this hurts because I actually have a spasm in my right glute. And the important thing is when you do a plank is to make sure you have a straight line. Make sure your core stay nice and solid. Okay, that's it for that. Okay, womp womp. Okay. Oh, my email is listed on my interview on the Sean Ryan Show, episode number 66 here if you need help. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, don't drink when you're depressed. Alcohol is a very short term, like couple minutes to... Okay, I'm going to stop my workout. I'm disappointed, but... so what I'm going to have to do is probably put some WD-40 on my I'm going in the living room now. Oh, good, there's no cats sitting here. um, yeah, I'm going to have to play around with that weight. I'm happy that I was able to increase the weight, right? That was cool. Yeah. All right, so let me I'm going to move this. So hopefully it won't. Okay, look at your battery, because I keep doing this okay, 31%. Just look at flashbacks that make me think I can't do anything. Yeah, you definitely need to go to therapy. You sound like you have some post-traumatic stress, and yeah. So this is a feature of my ADHD. I can relate to almost people with ADHD like to talk about their experience just to show to other people that we understand by providing you with a story about ourselves. So I used to have a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder related to caring for my husband, who was very sick before he passed away. Yeah, so you need to kind of, hi. Yeah. PTSD was, diagnosed as shell shock, and that was from World War I, where we had new kind of. I'm sorry that you were still struggling with PTSD. I mean, if you have it from the military, that is pretty extreme. And then you can just have different types, obviously, of PTSD, where you don't go psychotic, or it's on a spectrum, like everything. So military or combat result of PTSD is pretty scary. Can be pretty scary. I've watched a couple movies that you're watching it and you're like, what is going on here? And it was from the person who had the perspective of PTSD, and it was pretty eye-opening about how, if you are having a psychotic experience, how very terrifying that can be. So hopefully that's not your situation. But a lot of I don't own a house or an apartment. I own no property. I don't have any debt either. No, I don't. I'm genuinely a poor person. So, and when my late husband first got sick. Come on, sweetie. Come on up here. Talking to my cat. Sure. Claw up the couch. Come on. Blaze has friends, but I changed my name. I'm getting a multi-poo. How exciting! How exciting for you. Yeah, shout out to person getting a multi-poo. I'm Blaze. Oh, hi, Blaze. Shout out. Right on, man. But going back to PTSD. So I know that's why we have plastic surgery, is from trench warfare. That's where we get the trench coat from. And then you could be, depending on what part of the combat you were. My dad was in the 43rd Armored Division in World War II, so he was with the tanks. But if you were in trench warfare, sometimes you're in a trench and you're in there and you're eating and drinking, where you go to the toilet and maybe the guy next to you is dead and he's just there until it's time to move. That damages you. That takes a long time for therapy to kind of overcome. So yeah, going into some interesting conversations here. I have no, that's the mom. I have my cat that we adopted. Her boyfriend was a blue Russian who lived on my patio in Ohio. He didn't speak any English because he was from Russia. And he denied that the kittens were going to be his, but 4 of them came out blue. No, 3 came out blue. And so we knew they were his. So he denied it. Your family doesn't. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I don't know how old you are, emo girl, but as soon as you turn 18, get out of that situation. Talk to someone at school, possibly. I can only imagine that your parents are probably some kind of strict religion. And some strict religions believe that all your answers can be found in whatever holy book your religion subscribes to or abides by, whatever words you want to use. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I remember asking for therapy when I was in middle school, when my depression started really bad. And my parents were like, what are you depressed about? They had insurance, could have had therapy, and they said no. So that's why I'm like this. Wow. Therapy's like oxygen, yep. I think that instead of saving for your children's college education, you should save for their therapy for when they turn 18. I say this all the time. No matter how good of a parent you plan on being, you're going to mess your kids up. Talk to my 3. You try, you do your best, but you don't know what's going on in someone's head. Sometimes you don't even know what's going on in your own head. How do you think you know what's best for your little person? So all my kids are in therapy. I have 3. I think they are. 2 are definitely. And some of it's my fault because usually it's the mom. I did very few things purposely to hurt them, but some things are just a product of your life experience, right? What are you going to do? Or your situation. Oh, hi, Korea. I do live in a nice apartment. My apartment accounts for about 70% of my take-home pay. And I've decided to live in this nice apartment, which is, it's 850 square feet. It's a 1-bedroom, and it's like the best apartment I've ever lived in. It's all very nicely maintained. It has the white cabinets. It doesn't have granite countertops, big whip, but it does have black and white, which is my favorite color scheme. Very well maintained, except for the occasional swarm of ants, scorpions, and sometimes little loose squares. What you need to do is help me from schizophrenia. Oh God, I wish I could help you from schizophrenia. I'm sorry if that's your situation. That's terrifying. The person with an Audi, what you need to do is go to the adult diaper section of your store. And how dumb of you to have an Audi or any kind of car, I don't own a car, and know that you have like anal leakage, and then you still decide to not protect your car for that. I'm assuming you have leather seats, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people have to permanently wear a diaper because they have medical problems. You're making fun of people. You don't even know it. You don't know people's lives. You think someone's going to come on here and say, I have a colostomy bag? I have to poop in a bag because I had cancer? No, because, oh, look, there's my cat. Meow, 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 meow. Which one is it? Diamond. Okay, sorry. I got excited. I don't. Resounds MB, yeah. From Philadelphia, Philly. Philadelphia freedom. Do you pay $2K or more for rent? Oh gosh, no. My rent is $1,225, and then which is very common in Phoenix. There's rental tax, which I think is 8.5%, and then my water bill is included at a flat rate, and then the garbage. So I pay electric. Anyway, so what you're supposed to do is half of your income is supposed to go towards housing. This is a popular theory. 20% is supposed to go to debt. I don't have any debt anymore. Which is not true. I do have a credit card that has $2,000 on debt, but it's interest-free and will always be interest-free. It's not going to go up to 25% at the end of the year. But I also have money in the bank that I could just pay that off. But why pay it off if I don't have to? 30% that is supposed to go to your wants. So I want to live in a nice apartment, and because I am very sickly, I don't do anything. I don't go out to eat. I don't vacation. I don't buy nice clothes. I don't get my hair cut. I cut my own hair. I don't do anything because I'm too tired. I'm exhausted. And I'm exhausted. It saves a lot of money. If you want to save a lot of money, get chronic fatigue. Saves so much money because you're too tired. I have a hard time even sitting for too long. So then what I do is I took from my 30% that's supposed to be for wants, and I put it to my housing. So my housing is probably 70%. And that's what I want. I think I really like living in a nice apartment with nothing in it than a crappy apartment that I lived in before with some nice things in it. I think I'd rather have an empty apartment that's nice. Yeah. So yeah. I do need a background. Why don't you have to pay the $2,000? Oh, what I'm saying is, Johan, is that I have $6,000 in my bank account. Okay? I shouldn't tell you this, but I have $6,000 in cash in my bank account. And I have $2,000 on a credit card. Credit card doesn't cost any interest. So I just make some payment. And this is new because I had to get dental work done. I had to get a crown put on, and it was $1,600 for a crown. And I put it on the card. So if it doesn't cost me any money, why would I want to take away my $6,000 that I could spend and put it on that card, pay it off? It's, you know what, it's I could pay it off, and then I could always just put more stuff on it. It's not cost. If you pay any interest, you don't pay any interest. That's how you get poor. Quantum mechanics, right on, man. Dick Eaton, how nice of you to share your ability to poop. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I have a gastrointestinal disorder that I have to take medication for, so I am a little bit jealous of you. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Make sure you flush and wash your hands. I am educated. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration. Okay. What was I doing? What was I doing again? I don't know what you were doing. I don't think you were doing anything. Yeah, if I'm not properly medicated, I take Cymbalta because I have major depressive disorder, as diagnosed by a psychiatrist. And then I also have dysthymia, as diagnosed by me and an emergency room doctor. Not emergency, urgent care doctor. And just me knowing this. I also have something called dysthymia, which is like major depression. You have to have been depressed for 2 months or longer instead of 2 weeks. So I've been depressed for a long time. My core personality is I'm either in tears or I'm a raging, screaming, angry lunatic. So this is what you're seeing. Thank you. Thank you, Cymbalta. So I have very mercurial. I can't say the word. Oh, Dick Eaton. Why do you feel like this is not this kind of forum? I'm sure if you type in scat that you'll find people who would be interested in that, but that's not this kind of channel. And if I typed that by accident, it was a typo. Like maybe I just meant to put cat. Oh, God, that was good. That was good. I came up with that. Pat myself on the back. I'm postmenopausal. Do you think money buys happiness? Yeah, I actually do. People who don't have people who have. I'm sorry, I was temporarily confused. I was like, why is it dark outside? Is it cloudy? And I realize now that it's pretty late in the day because I got up at 2:00. But I think it is. I think it's going to rain. People who have money say to poor people, money doesn't buy happiness, as a way to tell them, money doesn't buy happiness. Don't be sad you don't have money. You know how much. I'm telling you right now, I got hit by a car, and after my bills were paid and lawyer fees and stuff, I cleared $28,000. So I took $5,000 and paid off whatever debt I had. And most of it was from the scar I have on my head. This is where my head hit the windshield. Look, it looks like I have a tail growing out of my head. That's my cat. There she is. And I have never been more relieved to just have money sitting in the bank. It's in a CD, so I don't spend it, and I just look at it. And I'm happy that I'm kind of thankful that I am not healthy enough to spend it. Because people are like, oh, you're going to go on vacation? You're going to buy a car? I'm like, I haven't had a car in 5 or 6 years. I don't need a car. Got the bike. She's right over here. And, yeah. Ask any parent who has to tell their child, no, I can't buy you that because I don't have $3. That's depressing. That's sad. You can't buy the happiness, but having enough money and having enough money is very calming to your life existence. So yeah, my kids are good. Try Percocet for depression. That helped me. Oh my God, I would love to have some Percocet. Do you have Percocet? Can you mail it to me? Just mail it to my YouTube channel. Narcotics do not work with fibromyalgia, but I appreciate your suggestion. Percocet would work more when I was getting shingles. I've had shingles like 15 times. That's nerve pain. That's bad. Yeah. Or when I had my broken shoulder. Oh my God. That was so painful. I think I was taking, what was I taking? I was just taking Vicodin for it. I don't take any pain medication except for ibuprofen because the narcotics don't work and I don't want to get addicted. Wow, Citrus, are you in the circus? Is that what you're doing? Oh, Citrus, that's circus. You must be pretty flexible. Yeah. I have 3 kids. And, thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I take everything as a compliment. My oldest daughter is a lawyer. Oh, shoot, I forgot to, darn it. Okay, but this stream brought to you by the Huffman Shabe Family Law Practice. Are you in need of a barracuda of a lawyer who will fight for you in court? Hire my daughter. Her name is Kylie Huffman-Shabe. She's family law. She has years of experience. She has a really good winning streak. Thank you. The stream has been brought to you by my daughter. Okay. I'm so proud of her. Okay. Baby shark. I went for years without hearing baby shark, and then I heard it. Part of being a teacher. Oh, I'm sorry you're having cancer. That's a bummer. Yeah. My husband had brain cancer, so he didn't have pain with it until because the brain cancer just stays in the brain. It doesn't go out. But other cancers can be quite painful. So I'm sorry that's happening to you. Oh, trolls are people too, so they need a place to talk and, whatever. Oh my God. Yeah, the love of drugs is not good. You got to recognize that and then don't do them. Just walk around in Phoenix in the middle of the night and you'll see why you shouldn't do drugs. Sometimes even earlier. Wait, what was I going to say? My daughters are 36, 30, and 28, and they get older every year, and it's a huge bummer because now my kids are complaining about getting older, and I'm like, hello, I've been complaining about it for a long time. Baby shark. DC Long, thank you for being here. Thank you for your service. Never forget. And I forgot to bring this guy out. I do have my voodoo doll. It's really a pincushion, but he's a little voodoo doll, so I'll go back through these messages later, and I will apply some. Poke. I made this because someone said I should make a voodoo doll. He's kind of cute. I have to fix the mouth. And then here's his hair. And I have my other ones on display over there in my house. And here's Baby Yoda. What's this option? Oh my God! I'm sorry you had esophageal cancer. I just found I have esophageal spasms, which is nothing like esophageal cancer. That's a huge bummer. Are you ever going to be able to eat food again? Like, I'm sorry. My husband specifically asked for me to provide him with daughters only because he had a crappy father and didn't think he would be a good father to boys. So I gave him only girls because I'm a good wife. Then he modeled himself after my father, who was a fabulous father. Yep. No, as long as they're healthy. Man, you meet one person with a sick child and you're like, oh my God, I don't care what I get as long as it's healthy, Always, yeah, Michael Brown. Michael Brown, that's my twin brother's name. Oh, thank you. Yoda green like my silly guy. Yes, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So my stream got off a little bit, as I always do. But I will try and post a link on here to the Galveston diet. I'm really excited because if I can get rid of this fat on my gut, I would be so happy because when I used to be before I was menopausal, I was in really, really good shape up until about 45. And I was a bodybuilder. And then this gut, and you can tell when you have visceral gut because I could flex my stomach and the fat is not on top of the muscle, it's in the gut, and that is really bad for you. The visceral fat is super, super bad. Your fat is supposed to be like this width of course I have a ruler handy. I'm a teacher. It should be like this thin, and mine's probably like this. And are you proud to raise? I am proud. Oh, Johan, that's just a joke. But in human reproduction, a baby always starts off as female. Sorry, guys. And then based on what hormones are in your system, it will turn into a boy. And if you look at the development of your reproductive system, it's interesting. So that was just a joke. So it always starts off as female. And I just made a joke that I chose to give them girls. Just a joke. And and that's why you can have a lot of weird birth defects. Not weird, but unusual birth defects that have something to do with the reproductive system. Like when I was telling that person who's proud that he can poop, there's a really unusual birth defect where you can be born without an anus. That's life-threatening. That's a major surgery right there on a little newborn baby who literally cannot poop because There's no opening. There's no open. Can you imagine you're a new parent? You're like, what the heck? What the? I was never so anxious as when I was pregnant. And until the day my first was born, until about 3 years ago, just anxious because schizophrenia can pop up with Fortnite. Yeah, Kyle XY. If boys are XY and girls are XX, and then you can have a whole bunch of extra chromosomes. Or you can be intersex. I thought it was always interesting in the birthing books that they never talked about in being intersexed. And I don't want to get into the whole topic of that, but intersex is just when you have some kind of formation, something went wrong when you were in utero and you have features of both sexes. So you're both sexes. Not trans, it's biological, and it can be all different variations. I've seen a lot of studies on it. And I'm happy my kids were not ambiguous when they were born. We could clearly tell that our girls were girls, because sometimes if you can't tell, then you run into a problem. And then now all of a sudden you're raising what you thought was a girl, now it's a boy who just has a very, 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 very small reproductive organ. So, yeah. I do not like to wear costumes. Thank you for asking. How did you choose? Okay, wait. Measure and yeah, whatever. Okay, I mean, I don't. What is a woman? Oh my God, please. Okay. Thank you for answering him. What is a woman? A woman is an adult female. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're not trans. I have not been to Mexico. I do not have a passport, but I'm getting a passport because my lovely daughter is planning a family trip to Iceland. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go to Iceland and sleep in one of those cabins that are all glass or whatever. And it's beautiful, but when you go outside, you still have to wear a snowmobile suit because it's cold because you're in Iceland. Oh my God, I'm so excited. For that, I might consider going on a vacation. I don't like going anywhere because it's very painful for my back. How do babies turn out trans? Oh my God, you're going to get the haters after me. All right, this is based on scientific studies, okay? There are very few people who are born in the wrong body. Sometimes they are. That is our current, it's kind of fading out, but our current social hysteria is about everyone is trans. There's not that many trans people, and a lot of people, when children, when they're young, if you are more feminine and you're a boy, you might think, God forbid you have religious parents, you might think that it is better to say that you're a girl than to say that you're gay. And sometimes it takes a long time to determine whether or not you're gay. And we live in a much more accepting society now. But the studies have shown that a lot of kids that thought that they were trans will end up generally just becoming gay or lesbian. And that the trans is just a very small percentage of people. So you become trans, you don't become trans. Usually if you are a true trans person, you're born that way. And maybe we'll find out that there's something in the chemistry of when you were born, the chemicals. So everything, your whole body is just, you're just a product of or you're at the mercy of your hormones. So there's going to be a lot of people that will say, that's not true. There's a lot more trans than you think. And I'm just saying, no, there's not. Those are confused people. And I think it's really sad that parents were allowing their children to do the worst form of mutilation, which is gender identity surgery before the age of 18. But that's like the worst form of cutting that you could possibly do. I just read that somewhere. And I mean, if you have to have your parents' permission to get your ears pierced, but then your parents could also tell. I'm just saying. So yeah. Ow. Those are people expressing their own opinion on you, which should not, don't let them bother you. Who cares? I have short hair right now. I had to cut all my hair off. I had a butch cut. I had an undercut. I don't like undercuts on me, but my fibromyalgia made my scalp really painful, so I had to have it all shaved, just like a dude. Just like a yoga dude. I had a little ponytail up here, had this all shaved, and it really helped with my pain, and so far it's growing out, and it's good. Don't let people tell you who you are. You know what I mean? Just, no. Be who you are, man. are trans? What if you're not? Just try to get through your childhood, which hopefully will be the worst, most dangerous part of your life, like it is for almost everybody alive. Being a child is very dangerous. You never know who your parents are, what kind of situations they're going to put you in. As soon as you hit middle school, start planning your escape. Start planning what you're going to do. If you can't live with your parents, plan on how you're going to get out. And if you can tolerate living with your parents, figure out how long that situation is going to last and pay rent and all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. What? I have the most homophobes from parents in the family the whole time. Yeah. I'm sorry. But you know what you gotta do? You gotta keep it to yourself. You gotta keep it to yourself. Don't walk around going, hey, look at me, I'm a big gay person. Don't do that. Just walk around, keep it on the down low. Well, not the complete down low. Just keep it reasonable. Don't make it obvious. Don't do that. That just draws attention to yourself. You have to keep a filter on, even if you don't want to, especially when you're a child, because you are not in a situation that you can control. You can't just say, you know what, I don't like this school. I'm not treated nicely here. I'm going to move. You can't do that. So you need to do what you can to kind of fit in. And then when you're an adult, then you can be like, peace out, I'm out of here, and then go do your life. But when you're a child, especially, if you have to not keep it real, so to speak, don't keep it real. Just hide. Gay people have been doing it for centuries. Got to stay in the closet for a while. If someone asks you, if someone says, are you trans, are you gay, are you emo, whatever, you don't have to answer them. Just because someone asks doesn't mean that they deserve an answer, right? If you're a young person and someone comes up to you and asks you for your phone, for anybody, someone says, hey, can I have your phone number? Who are you? Why are you talking to me? Why would I have to give you my phone number? Do you have a boyfriend? Why are you asking me these questions? Who are you to ask me about my personal life? I don't know you. Just saying. Don't argue with Barry. Barry's probably just doing that because he knows that he's annoying you. Like I said, some people, and I don't know if this is true about you, Barry, but you're definitely coming off as someone who is a jerk. And sometimes people just like to annoy other people because perhaps inside they don't feel good about themselves. And by making someone else feel bad, it makes them feel good to know that other people are miserable. Right? So, bump, bump. Okay. God doesn't make babies trans. Okay, I'm an atheist, and so something to do with religion, and this is just biology. It's just the way your body, it's just your chemistry in your body and your hormones. Okay? And I'm not saying go against the religious training of your parents. I'm just saying, because parents are supposed to provide food, shelter, education, training to help you be a good citizen for the country that you live in, and possibly religious training. But your parents' religion, it might not be for you. I'm no longer Catholic because it doesn't work for me. And yeah, but when you're a child, you're always in a difficult situation until you become free as an 18-year-old. Absolutely not. Why would I? No, there's no. Humans only think that there's an afterlife because we're self-aware and we have to comfort ourselves and give ourselves the thought that we're so special that when we die, we don't actually die. And heaven was actually an invention by a lot of cultures just to get men to go to war and to sacrifice so that they could die and go to heaven as a warrior. And heaven wasn't always for everybody. So no, I don't believe that there is no afterlife. No. That's my belief. If your belief is that, then that's your belief, and you should live your life according to that. If your belief is that you should live your life as a good person so that you can go to heaven, yeah, good, do that. I live my life as a good person because I just believe that's how you should be. So, yeah. Your energy goes back into the universe. Isn't that lovely? We are all made up from the same star that exploded. Isn't that fascinating? We have the same water. This water that I've been drinking is the same water that was developed billions of years ago. We have the history of the dinosaurs in our blood. My husband was cremated when he was born, and all his chemicals went up into the universe. And I just have his ashes over here in a container, which is just mostly ground up bone. And yeah. Do you know elephants on a full moon have been seen to shake branches at the moon? That's the beginning of a religion. Is that you? The universe, all the planets is. Look at the scale of how small and insignificant our planet is, and compare yourself to how small and insignificant you are. There's no energy. You don't give what you get. You can breed into things. You can live your whole life as a good person, and bad things are going to happen to you. You can have horrible, rotten things happen to you and think, okay, I'm done. This happened to me. Now I'm guaranteed to have a nice life. I used to think that. It is not true. You can have a lot of bad things happen to you. Sometimes it's your fault. Sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's no. But, if you believe, it is fascinating, yeah. You have to have empathy. You can't confront. No one believes you. Of course you can't. All right. Okay. I'm not going to explain how that works. How someone said that you came from Stardust. Yeah, we all came from we all came from one woman and some guys, and they had some kids, and they turned into human. We're actually only here because of mitochondria. What? A long time ago, mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell that provides oxygen, was not in our development, and now it is, and now we're here. I don't even understand that completely, but it's fascinating. Look it up. There's no creator than House there. There's someone who created the ocean. Chemicals created the ocean. There's billions upon billions of planets. You think God was just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to make this one planet, and I'm going to put all my effort into it. That's all right. I'm sorry. I don't want to derail anyone's religious beliefs. I'm getting a cramp in my leg. You believe in what you want to believe in. You want to believe that there's a God. That makes, that gives a lot of people comfort and hope for the future. That you're living your life for some kind of purpose. The purpose is kind of selfish. You're living a good life so that you can live in the afterlife. That you can live. So like that poor girl whose parents are homophobic. Or that person yesterday got kicked out of their house for being gay. You believe in a religion that as long as you follow these directions, you are going to go to heaven, but here you are being rude to your own child that literally came out of your body. How rude is that? Why don't you do good while you're alive? Do good while you're alive. Be kind to people. I'm not saying let people step all over you, but I'm saying concentrate on what is happening here. And you can only control so much. You can only control what's in your little sphere of influence. And anything you do should be for the benefit of somebody else. And that should benefit you. That's what I believe in. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So, it just depends. I mean, I used to be very, very entitled growing up. Okay, this is something I do not talk about a lot. And I don't even know if my kids know this. I was sexually assaulted when I was in 6th grade. And it wasn't a rape or anything, but it was definitely a sexual assault. People I went to school with completely blacked out who it was. I'm sure I'm probably friends with them on Facebook. I don't know who it was. I don't remember. And I thought, okay, that bad thing happened to me. That's not going to happen again. Then I got raped when I was 16, date raped. Then I thought, oh, all right, nothing's going to happen to me again. That doesn't mean nothing. And, so you are not entitled to anything. Just because something bad happens to you doesn't mean that you're free. You're going to live a whole... And then when my husband got sick, I'm like, oh, look at him. He's got skin cancer. He could live to 50-50. I'm sorry, cancer, 50-50 chance to make it 5 years. I'm like, okay, well, nothing bad else can happen. Possibly not. 2 years later, brain cancer. Then he dies. And I'm just happy. Jesus, God, I'm just happy the kids are good. So, oh yeah, I'm sorry, a lot of women do that. My mom was a narcissistic mom. She was pretty bad. I didn't recognize her as being abusive until I was in my 40s. And everyone loved her. Everyone thought she was really nice, and she was not. She was really mean, and that's one reason why I'm like this. One reason why I'm a good mom, because I just did the opposite of anything she did. I was like, all right, this is what my mom would do the opposite. She wasn't completely horrible. but it was pretty bad. Um, oh, thank you. I'm 60, actually. Thank you so much. I am 60. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. I mean, I am offended that you thought I was 55 because I usually get 40. I don't care. Uh, when you hit 60, then you realize, crap, I'm old. I'm an old person now. Oh, look at my cat. Meow, meow, meow. Come on. Yeah, and that's cool, man. You young people, you're going to live most of your life as old. So if you think 30 is old and you're going to live to 85, the majority of your life you're living as an old person. You better get used to it. Enjoy your youth while you can. Don't do stupid things. Enjoy your. Oh, yeah, here I'm going to. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, it's my doll, Barry. Evolution created berries. That was a little slip. He actually created animals, and I said evolution created berries. Isn't that funny? I will not kick out Berry Boy. Maybe baby Berry Boy will learn something from this. Sometimes, when you're, I don't know, I'm assuming Barry's a child. And, when you're, like, I thought my mom was everything, because when you're a child, your parents are the law and the order, right? And then you get to like middle school and high school, and you're like, geez, my parents are jerks. My dad was wonderful. My dad was a lovely, lovely man. Both my parents are gone, and I was with both of them when they passed away. Because you should give people that you love a good death. Why would you let them die alone? You don't come in this world alone. You're with your mom. Thank you. Oh, God, Johan. You know what? Okay. I am being a little bit sarcastic. I'm going to say something mean to you, okay? Just preparing you. I'm sorry that you believe in stupidity. Okay. I'm sorry that you don't believe in evolution. I'm sorry that that's your training. And perhaps when you get older and are provided with more information, you will see that what you believe in is just stupidity. And if that means you're not going to subscribe to my channel or watch, that's cool with me too. But I'm just saying, that's stupid. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, the only reason why Darwin was interested in studying evolution was because he was married to like his first cousin, and they were trying to figure out why their kids kept dying. And they found out that you shouldn't marry your first cousin because you're too closely related, and because evolution wants you to have a large source of DNA in your in the reproductive pool. I thought that was interesting. You are absolutely correct. Jesus was a very respectful rabbi who taught and did his preaching on Sunday and not Saturday, which is the Sabbath for Jews. He did it on Sunday, so he was actually a rabbi. He was a real person. He was a prophet for the Jews, prophet for the Muslim religion, and the foundation of the Christian church. He was definitely Jewish. And if you are a Christian and don't think Jesus was a Jew, how stupid is that? How stupid is that? It's just stupid. The whole thing was because of him. Muhammad is the person who walked around and developed the Muslim religion. He was also a real person. But he developed the religion while he was alive, while Jesus didn't necessarily need to start a new religion, but because people believed in it, and the Bible was carried around in a basket for hundreds of years. So who knows? The Bible is just all open to interpretation. That's why I don't believe in any of the Bibles, because you can write anything you want. You can write your own Bible. It's not copyrighted. Yeah, and the most accurate form of Christianity practice is in Ethiopia. And that's what I'm saying. So you're quoting the Bible, which has been interpreted and translated thousands of times, and we don't have the original language that Jesus spoke. There is a religion, an archaic religion that's very close to what Jesus spoke at the time, and but they don't have it now. And I don't know what you would call it. I don't know if it's ancient Hebrew. I don't know what it is. So like the Torah, I believe, and I'm wrong because I am not Jewish, but I believe the Torah is thought to have been written by God through the instrument of man. as is the Old Testament supposed to be. The New Testament Jews don't follow because that is definitely open to interpretation. And Jewish people don't believe in, or the Jewish religion doesn't recognize Jesus as the Son of God because the Son of God will come dressed as a king. And Jesus was just some, regular guy walking around in his sandals. He did not have robes and jewelry and gold and stuff. And when that happens, then the Jewish people will say that's Jesus. Ah, thank you, Barry. You can fix your mommy issues. That's not comfortable. Yeah, okay, it's just a little more complicated than it, but essentially you are correct. Yeah, you have off of spirit. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, hi, Louisa. She said we're talking about religion. What? What? No, it's fine. Don't, Rich, that's fine. Maybe Barry doesn't know he's being weird. Sometimes we all came from monkeys. We didn't all come from monkeys, actually. Monkeys are not part of... They said that, but it's not monkeys, it's the apes. So monkeys and apes are different things. And our DNA actually is so close to everything. Very interesting. Now, when I was in school, we didn't even have DNA. I never knew that when I smile, I had these little dimples because I never look at myself until recently. Anyway, so I believe in magic. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Questioning everything that you believe in is very difficult. So yeah. Yeah, you know who I used to believe in? Let me think. What was her name? She was a psychic. And like when my husband first got, no, Michelle's one. Oh, thank you, 100%. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. I appreciate you saying that. No, it's just and the reason why we have life on this planet is just it's a quinky dink. I'm quoting someone from Seinfeld. It's just a coincidence. Just something happened. Little bolts of something happened, and if you want, you could read. Oh, geez, I'm not gonna remember her name. She is. She has since passed. She's was a black author, and she wrote Dawn. For these, I've listened to these books on Audible so many times, and I can't remember the names of them. She was a really good author, and she published in the late 80s, I think. But because I lived in a racist, neighborhood, we didn't really have a lot of black science fiction authors offered at the library. But I discovered her later, and she just wrote a lot of really interesting books. Dawn, Imago. She just had one of her book series turned into a miniseries. Can't remember her name. I'm a teacher. Oh, okay, well, right now I'm not a typical crazy cat lady. I'm an atypical crazy cat lady. My cat says meow at you. Where is she? She's right there. Meow. You can't hurt my feelings because I don't have any. Just joking. I have lots of feelings. All right. Wait, let me see. I'm not lonely. I would prefer some people think that you can tell who somebody is just by a brief interaction. Like, I can't tell who anybody is because I'm just reading what you are. At least you can see my face. I'm not lonely. I would prefer to be alone. I am an introvert, even though you think that I'm an extrovert. I am a weird person. I was really when the kids were, oh my God, when my husband got sick, was no longer working, and he wasn't at work 60, 70 hours a week, and he was just there all the time, felt so weird. I'm like, ugh. But then I was working, so no, I'm not lonely. I have never felt lonely since, say, probably 6th grade. Yeah, so I'm not a lonely person. I prefer to be alone. I am lucky enough that I have this weird personality, and that and I'm not bragging, okay? But I am empirically pleasing to look at. So it is easier for me to go out and to make friends with people because I can just walk up to somebody and not make friends, but have a pleasant social situation. And if you are, some people have a difficult time. I have no filter at all, and I feel comfortable talking to anybody about anything, and that makes it easier for me. But no, I have, yeah. Oh, thank you. Our lonely couple is saying the same things you're saying. Yeah, that's possibly true. Yeah, I would say that. Some people are very lonely, and one day I really thought to myself how very, very lucky that I'm not someone who needs to have other people in my life, because how horrible would it be if I didn't have anybody and I had a hard time going out and talking to people. And it gave me a lot of anxiety just thinking about it, because I'm really lucky I have 3 adult kids that still like me. What? We had a family get together yesterday. I didn't even take my phone with me. I was without my phone for 5 hours because everyone I loved was in one room. My 3 daughters, my 2 son-in-laws, and my one daughter's significant other, who I hope will be a son-in-law soon. Wait a minute. And yeah, ask me. Someone says, can I ask you something about my life? And we had a family get together, and it was for 5 hours. I was home at 10:30, and it was so exhausting. I didn't get up until 1 o'clock, and that's why I'm not working, because I would like to spend time with my family. And I am so used to living on so little money that my Social Security check will pretty much cover all my bills. And my kids live right across from me. They live in the apartments across the way. Yeah. So no, I understand though. I'm just lucky that I have this kind of personality, because I feel confident that if I should even, life is a gift. Life is a gift. Someone just put, we are all lucky to be alive. You absolutely right. Look at us and look at me. I'm sorry to talk about myself again. Wait a second. So my brothers always are bullying me, and I just heard, it's like, you get those thoughts of hurting yourself. Oh yeah, don't hurt yourself. And sometimes your family is your worst enemy. And a lot of times you have to cut off relationships with people who are not good to you. So if you're with somebody, family or not, and when you leave or when you're with them, you don't feel good about yourself, those people are not treating you right, and you should not interact with them. And that's hard to do when it's family. And that's also why a lot of people get stuck in generational poverty, because you get, in order to get out of generational poverty, you have to break certain cycles of behavior. And some people don't want to acknowledge that in your family. So I'm sorry your families are like that. I don't talk to my one sister. I'm estranged from her. Estrangement is a legal term, which means we are still legally sisters. And if someone dies, there's going to be the possibility of inheritance. So we are still legally connected, but I don't talk to her at all, because she's something else. So I don't talk to her. I talk to my other siblings very briefly. Like I say happy birthday to my twin once a year. And that's a result of my mom, because that's a whole other story. But we're all, like, my twin brother called me right now and said, I need somewhere to live. Can I move from Florida to live with you? I'd be like, come on. So I was really, my mom was the mean one in the family, so I'm sorry you get mean. Oh, geez, Pookies, how old are you? This is what I'm talking about. If you're a child, what are you going to do? Are you fat, though? I'm sorry, because if you are fat, that especially is hurtful, because it's like when someone's like, oh, you always look so tired. Yeah, thank you. I've been tired for 20 years. It's not getting better. Why do you have to point it out to me? I was having a good day. Now you're telling me I look like crap. If you are overweight, they still should not make fun of you, right? That's just mean. And sometimes, when I was young and in really good shape, I used to be very judgmental of people who are overweight. And now that I'm older and smarter, I realize sometimes people are overweight for medical problems, or they don't eat right. And it's really hard to eat right in the United States because we have access to so much food, and just so much crappy food that it's really hard to be in shape. And then if you're a child, oh, you're 10, yeah. Yeah, they're just being mean. Okay, this person is 10 and she weighs 70 pounds. I don't even know. I can't even remember if that's a lot. No, don't listen to them. I mean, if you're not fat, they're just trying to get a rise out of you. Don't. And if you are fat, they're just being purposely mean to you. Okay? And if you are fat, you're young, you'll grow, your body is constantly growing. Your fat is just stored energy. So, other issues too, I would love to be used up with. Yeah, it's just me. And, what are you going to do? If you're 10 years old, you just got to kind of put up with it. And it just depends on what kind of parents you are, parents you have. I mean, it's tough. Being a kid is really rough. It's really rough. Are you in the States? Being fat is not a choice. Shut up, Rich. You're probably fat. I don't know. I'm just saying that to be mean to you. It's not a choice. Some people have legitimate health problems that cause fatness. And I used to think that too. I'm sure that I was the most annoying person in their 20s because I was a very fit bodybuilder. My waist was 22 inches and now it's 38. And I remember distinctly saying, I will kill myself if I ever get fat. And now I am fat. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm walking around. Look, I got both my hands, my legs. I'm walking around doing stuff. And fat is not a choice. Sometimes it is a choice from overeating. And a lot of times it's, especially if you're a child. If you're overweight as a child, you know whose fault that is? That's your parents' fault. And yeah, so it's not a choice. But look at your profile. PFP. What is PFP? Oh, thank you. Who are you calling beautiful? Pookie? I can't see Pookie. She's too small. Oh, your mom's. Oh, my God. All right. Yeah, because bodybuilders are very, very aware of body fat and all that. So if you don't have, like my waist used to be this. I used to be able to do this on my waist. And I had 3 kids. And I had my thyroid crapped out during one of my pregnancies. And I was still able to lose weight. And now I'm postmenopausal. I mean, I used to be able to eat whatever I wanted. It was fantastic. But as you get older, your body changes. And but having a parent that's into fitness, if you're not, it's really hard as a child. Because my oldest daughter was a little bit overweight. And the doctor's like, you need to put her on a diet. I'm like, nope, I am not putting her on a diet. She will either thin out or she won't thin out. But I do not want her getting an eating disorder. Because that was the current craze back then. Everyone was anorexic or bulimic, and she's fine. She's fine. She's perfectly fine. So, profile pictures. Okay. My grand. Well, Rich, I don't think what you're understanding also is that our food supply is so very, very bad for us, and it is very easy to eat poor because our country is so rich. We have so much choice of food. So if you eat any kind of high fructose corn syrup, which they give to pigs to make them fat, and now it's in our food because it's cheaper than using sugar. It's not a choice. And I'm sorry that you think that, and hopefully nothing will happen to you that will cause you to not think that. You're probably someone who thinks that someone who has lymphedema is fat, and that's when people's lymphatic system is messed up, and they hold lymphatic fluid, and that's why they get like huge legs. Sometimes their arms and stuff. That's not fat. That's a whole thing. You might think they're fat. They look fat, but hopefully you won't develop something. You never know what's going to pop up in your life as you get older. Like I have a heart condition that started when I was 40. I used to be able to do aerobic, do an aerobic workout for 45 minutes, work out with weights for 2 hours, and now I can't even run 5 steps. Now I can't say. I can say ducked up in the crib eating Cheetos. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Some people need to take pills that can make us fat or bigger, right? I think being fat can sometimes be a medical. It's a medical condition. Sometimes I'm just saying, I don't know what you mean by take. Some people need to take pills that can make us fat or bigger. Well, there's steroids that makes you bigger, but that is not good for you. And that's just a lot of water weight and damage. Oh, thank you. I have a lot of young people watch my channel, so I want this to be a safe place. I assume that anyone who's under the age of 18 has a parent or somebody who's watching or observing what their child is doing on the internet, and I don't want anyone to think that I have any kind of weird ulterior motive. Or anything, but I know when I was growing up, it was really hard to talk to anybody because mental health problems were not recognized in the 70s in children. And I asked to go to therapy when I was in middle school, and my parents were like, no. I was like, please, there's something wrong with me. Well, what do you have to be sad about? And my mom, not my dad. You know what? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's what I'm saying, honestly. I hope nothing happens to you, Rich, or someone that you love that all of a sudden, I don't know how old you are, but, you can have perfectly healthy kids, and then around 25, what if they develop schizophrenia? Oh, God, that's why I'm so happy. My kids are 28 now, 30 and 36, because We have bipolar in the family on their dads. My husband's father was bipolar. And yeah, so there's a lot of things that come up just as you age. I didn't want to have I have congestive heart failure. I don't want to have that. I didn't do anything to get it. That is just something that is a family history kind of a thing. There's just something, my heart's just wonky. It's wonky. It doesn't work right. So, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can't. Yes, yes. He's saying you can control what you intake and stuff. This is what I'm saying. I can control what I intake. Yeah, we're going back. We're going full circle. But when it comes to visceral fat for women, I don't know how it affects men because I'm not a man and I didn't look it up. But for women, it is based on your hormones and inflammation. And inflammation affects a lot of things in your body. So I'm really excited to start this Galvus. I gotta check my battery. Oh, it's 11%. Crap, I do this all the time. Um, where's the charger? Don't yell. It's not voice activated. It's not gonna pop up in your hand. So the Galveston diet, when I'm looking at it, looks like it is just basically the way we're supposed to eat, which is not processed food. Rich, I don't know how old you are, but I remember when I was growing up, like TV dinners were a new thing and they weren't good. And we did. What happens? Is it okay? Oh, okay. What you need to do is, but everybody should be doing this, is you should eat from the outside or shop from the outside of the grocery store. You should have fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh meat, and if you eat bread, it should be not, cinnamon bread and stuff. And anything that's in a box, like if you can't, when I was a bodybuilder, I ate like this for a really long time. If you can't pick it or kill it, you don't eat it. And that it eliminates like pastas, and that's really hard when you're Italian. Pop Tarts. Oh my God, all this stuff is so delicious, but it's bad for you. So people settle. People are like, yeah, people are lazy. People can be lazy, That's true. It's really, really easy to stop and get fast food. I saw a whole special on how toxic McDonald's potatoes are. McDonald's potatoes are so toxic. The farmers who grow them have to wear like hazmat suits, and then they get harvested and they have to stay inside of a building so that all the chemicals can come off of them. The coating that's on the French fry container is bad for you. So yeah, it's a choice. I mean, I'm just saying, I hope nothing happens to you that will, yeah, you can live like that. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited about the Galveston diet, and I'm going to order food. Like I said, I'm running out of food now. And because I don't like to waste food. Americans, I think, waste 30% of their food is thrown away that they buy. So I try not to throw away any food. Rich Michael Brown, can you understand that you're obsessed over the minority? I must become the majority. No, it took me 20 hours. Wait, what does this say? I've just done playing the last of Us 2. What is Us 2? Is that a video game or is it a TV show? TV show. Jaw's getting tight. Aww. Yeah, absolutely. Majority of our food supply is damaged. The best thing, like the best red meat you can eat is bison meat. Very expensive. Bisons are protected by law from being given antibiotics or any kind of additives. So they are just, but it's expensive. I've never had it. I don't eat a lot of red meat because I don't want to. You don't even have to eat meat. You can just eat eggs, egg whites. But it's a video game. Did you have fun? Oh yeah. No, of course, Barry. You're mine. Why would I ban you? Ban you? God, I can't even talk. It's Oh, all right. I don't play any video games. I don't own a game system. Can you believe that? The only game I play is Seeker's Notes, which I do live stream when I play it. And sometimes someone watches me, and sometimes nobody does, and that's okay too. So I'll have to look into that. So, all right, loves, I am going to wait, what was I going to do? Okay, so I did my work. I had to stop my workout because my stupid weights were not working right, and I wasn't focusing on my workout. So I will just redo it tomorrow. Oh, okay. Is that the last of 6 years? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, she's 72. How nice. How nice to still have grandparents. I'm like the oldest person in my family now. Both my parents are gone. All my aunts and uncles. Didn't have that many to begin with, but. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I feel bad going because people are still here. I feel like a bad hostess. But this is what I have to say. Okay, so I had 2 good days in a row, which was really nice, and I'm happy I'm not working because I would have had to take off work today. And my kids are very happy that I'm not working, so that I can spend time with them. I don't have any grandchildren, but there is talk about it, possibly, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Okay. And I think that for me, and maybe this will be true for some of you, just communicating with other people without like having to see them is really good for me because I get very, very overwhelmed. And now that I'm not teaching, I don't have to take my one prescription for agitation. Because literally with ADHD, it gets, well, like everything, it gets worse as you get older. When I would go to sleep, oh, you're welcome. Hey, I don't know. Be nice to each other. So I think I don't have to take this. It's a old class antihistamine that I would take. I was having to take it before I went to school to teach, and then after it, so I could fall asleep. Otherwise, I would fall asleep, and then my brain would go insane in my sleep, and I would wake up all freaked out and stressed. So I'm not having to do that. So I think it's really good for me. So I think I'm probably, in a selfish way, going to live stream a lot because I think it's good for me mentally, and then also not good for me because now I'm not learning how to make a regular video because it feels like so much anxiety. I had like 2 good days. I didn't get to ride my bike. I can't remember. I was going to say something. I have a PhD and you passed. Great. Oh, what's your PhD in? That's pretty cool. What's your PhD? My daughter has a JD. She's a Juris Doctorate. She's a lawyer. I'm sorry, I didn't. Oh yeah, please. Hi. Wait a minute. The stream to you brought to you. Sorry, this stream has been provided to you by Kylie Huffman Shape Law Firm. She's a family lawyer. If you need someone who will fight for your case in court, hire my daughter. She's a barracuda. I'd be terrified to be up against her. She's a really good lawyer. Here in the Phoenix area. Yeah, are you a bot? Oh, quantum mechanics. Oh, that is so cool. So these are the things that I have to look up. I got to look back into mitochondria getting added to our cells because I used to know more about it. Oh my God, Rich, you're so judgmental. Stop it. Part of accepting, maybe you're like me where I think I know everything and every day I learn that I don't know everything and it's sometimes very annoying. And you need to know that too, that just because you think you know everything doesn't mean you're right. And it's really annoying. I'm going to tell you, it's really annoying when you find, this diet's been around for 2 years. I could have been doing this for 2 years. And it's basically what I used to do when I was a bodybuilder. Shop from the outside of the store. But it does say I have to eat avocado. Darn it. Oh, I'm still alive. Okay. Yeah, it's like a 5-year-old. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you for being here. I didn't get into my crochet stuff today, but I will eventually. Here's an octopus for you to look at. And here's Yoda. And here is a little man who has no face. Hi. Or maybe it's a dog. I don't know. Let's just go back to your kids with the milk. Oh my God. The more you know, the more you realize that you don't know anything. Isn't that fascinating? The more, it's like, what? You think you know. Anyway, so I got to look up the language that Jesus spoke, quantum physics. I got to go back in here. 20 sometimes old things are good things. I'm going to say this real quick. Like the Alien movies that are out. Oh my God. I saw the original Alien. My kids make fun of me because I saw this. And Aliens, the second one, Aliens 2, in the theater. Oh my God. Because the expectation was not there of what was going to happen in it. Those are some fantastic movies. So you are very lucky now in this day and age to have access to things that have come before that have been good. So look at old video games. Just because the graphic might not be really good doesn't mean the game isn't good. Okay, we're very spoiled in this day and age of having really good graphics, but watch some old movies. Watch Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock. Watch Rear Window, the original one. Oh my god. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go because I think, have I even eaten today? Yeah, I did eat, but I'm gonna order some food and yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just so excited about this diet, and keep up with me. I'll be showing you my big fat gut every day, and let's see if we can get it smaller because it makes me not want to wear clothes like get dressed up, like because I used to look so good. Oh, 5 more. Barry, your little picture is so funny. Your little icon. So, all right, I'll do 4 more minutes just for Barry because I think Barry's learning with us. Um, okay, so what am I gonna? Okay, so would anyone be interested in me talking about my e-bike? What? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Uzbek, the former USSR. I'm sorry. I can't say that country. What am I eating? I'm not eating anything. But I'm sorry. I'm going to eat some chicken from yesterday. My daughter and her husband made, but it has a lot of salt in it, so I have to not eat too much of it because I have to. Mr. Bob! Mr. Bob was a thing on SNL, and it was really funny. You should look that up. Saturday Night Live. I remember when Saturday Night Live was new. So old. I ride an electric bike. It's an e-bike. I have to pedal. It's a pedal assist bike. If I don't turn it on, it's a 6-speed. And I don't know how to use the gears because why would I even try and ride a 50-pound bike? Oh, thank you, Barry. And then if I turn it on, it has 5 different settings. So 1 is a little bit of help, 2 is a little bit more, 3 is a lot of help, 4 is maximum help, but you have to pedal. If you don't pedal, the motor turns off in 30 seconds. And 5 is the same as 4, 50% faster. So I got that because I was literally just traveling down like one main road to go to school to work and then going home and going to sleep and doing it over and over. So it didn't make sense to buy a car. And I didn't want to take the bus because it was COVID and I didn't want to risk getting sick. And they changed the laws in Phoenix, and I don't know where everyone is at, but you used to have to have insurance and have it registered, and now you don't, and you can use it in the public park system, which is fun. So my bike can go off-road, but I'm not ready for that. I don't have the right tires for it either, but it's a commuter bike, and it's pretty cute because it's little, because I'm little. But it would look weird if you had to put the seat all the way up. Sorry, all the way up, and the handlebars up, because then the motor is kind of whatever. But I bought it during COVID, and it's a step-through bike, and I did have to reteach myself how to ride a bike because you will forget. And last time I rode a bike was in college, and I weighed 110, 15 pounds. Oh, yeah. Pakistan. Oh, all right. Pakistan instead of oh, Pakistan was never part of the USSR, was it, or was parts of it? I know Pakistan was part of India, and then you guys did the big split. Yeah, I have to look at that. Okay. Hi, Fallon. How are you? So I was fortunate enough during COVID to be working as a substitute teacher. So I was non-essential. So I got that delicious $600 a week, which doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it is when you're a sub and you don't work in the summertime. So I use that to buy a bike. Good. Everybody cares. Like, oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah. And so I just ride the bike to school and stuff. And I don't like to wear costumes. Thank you for asking. I have very sensitive skin, so I like to wear very soft clothing. Just even the thought of putting a costume on with the polyester and the scratchy stuff. Don't want to do that. And this bike is really good. It was $1,700, and then I put I don't know what you call them, but it's rad, and I want to say Under Armour, but that's a brand of shirt. I think it's Armour something. And you put them in the tires to put a barrier between your inner tube and your tire to prevent flats, because you have to be really good about keeping air in your tires, which apparently I was not good at doing because I would get a lot of flats. Um, the bike is 50 pounds with the battery being 10 pounds of that. And it folds. And you can put it in the trunk of your car and then go someplace, go on vacation, take it out of your car. You can even buy a box to put it in. And because Phoenix is pretty interesting, you could take these tours where you go, so you go on a bus, and they'll put as long as your bike is in a box, they'll take your bike and put it on the bus in a bike box, drive you up to the Grand Canyon, and then you have your bike and you can ride it around. And it gets about, depending on how much of the motor you use or the battery you use, you can do about 20 miles between charges, and charging takes a long time. And it does not charge like a car battery. It doesn't charge when you're riding. Oh, you're in Florida. My brothers are in Florida. How's Florida? You watch Oh My God, Wicks? The Florida man? He's so funny. Water. Oh. I love my bike. My bike is one thing that makes me feel like I am still in good shape, which I'm not, because I'm booking along. I'm going pretty fast. And it has saved my life, because once I was chased by 3 very ferocious looking chihuahuas that I thought were going to kill me. And I just put it up on 5 and went away, and they were like, "Oh, we wanted to bite your legs." Tennessee still. I am thinking of being a science communicator on YouTube. I don't know what that is. Rich retarded, the first thing I bless you. Oh, thank you, Rich. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rich said something nice to me, and I believe him. I was chased by 2 werewolves and 3 monkeys. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Do you live in a fantasy book? Are you a fantasy character? Are you role-playing? If you want to read a really good vampire book, read Sunshine by something McKinley. Kinley. I've only read it like 25 times. Oh, I get it. Okay. I am a nice friend. Actually, I'm not a good friend because I have ADHD, and I will literally forget about people the minute they're not in front of me. Yeah, so I am not, oh, look at all the little stickers. Thank you. I love those little stickers. For example, after my husband had surgery for his brain cancer, and he had a very high risk of dying within that year. So we stayed in Ohio, and then we would move out here to Phoenix to be by, oh yeah, it gets worse too as you get older. I'm sorry about the ADHD. I'm the one who had COVID-19. Hey, you're back, Random. How's it going? Are you feeling better? Oh my God, I love Stephen King, and I think the last book I read was part of it, and then I stopped reading it, and then I think my life got too busy. Read Cujo and then watch the movie. Oh my God, it's so good. You have ADD. I don't know what exactly I have because I'm kind of self-diagnosed, but even the school counselor is like, hey, you definitely have ADHD. I'm like, really? How can you tell? She's like, because you're you. But, yeah, oh, good, I'm happy you're better. Oh, thank you, Dustin Parker. I have ADHD. Well, a lot of people have, and I think the current school of thought is that ADHD is a product of a chaotic childhood. And I'm going to say, I think that's true. Where you live in a house where you don't really know what the hell's going to happen because your parents are whatever. Cujo was fantastic, wasn't it? So claustrophobic in the car, and then read the book, and it's like, oh my God. So yeah. Thank you. And maybe anyway, so when my husband, I was so afraid because my husband was freaking crazy after a surgery because he was different. He was adjusting to having a huge brain tumor removed. 5 centimeters is pretty big. And he was adjusting to his new personality and stuff, and he was home all the time. He was making everybody crazy. So we're like, well, listen, we're going to move to Phoenix in 6 months. And a lot of what I say making crazy, he became a very anxious person, and he was just so anxious about our kids being hurt. They were little kids. So if one of them made a noise or something, he'd be like, what's going on with the kids? And other things. And he moved to Phoenix before me, and I thought, oh my God, I hope I miss him when he's gone, because I never miss anybody. And it was horrifying. I missed him so much, and I still miss him. Beyond the Doors. Do you remember the movie Beyond the Doors? No, Beyond the Doors, 1978. Okay, bye, Fallon. Thanks for popping in. Particle. Oh, yeah. Michael. Yeah, okay, Michael Brown, you should do YouTube education. I love all the educational channels like Answers with Joe, Anton Petrov. I don't listen to a lot of his stuff because it's like a lot of heavy. It's a lot of physics. He posts every day too. Hi, my wonderful friend. I love him. He's so nice. But I like him popping up in my feed. I like seeing what he's talking about, and I find it very interesting. So yeah, you should do that. That's a good idea because education channels get paid good money on YouTube. So you should do that. Wait, what book? Isn't he fantastic? I love him. Oh, but his baby died and he was still posting. So sad. So yeah, he was my online boyfriend until I found out until he was married. Even my fantasy husband can't be married. Isn't that funny? I just loved him. Uh, Mauricio, we were ending the stream on a nice conversation here, and you got to bring up that. Don't hold your farts in, it makes your blood weird, and it can lead to diverticulitis. So you should fart. Just carry fart spray around with you to clean the air. So, all right, I'm going to go. Thank you. And I am going to eat some leftover chicken and a piece of cheese and have a cup of green tea. And oh, thank you, Barry boy. Oh, I have to answer this one question. Barry, thank you so much, Barry boy. Dustin Park, what's your favorite thing about bodybuilding? I like bodybuilding because I was super strong. I was very, very strong for being a 5 foot tall, 100-pound girl. I put on significant muscle really fast. I liked working out. I loved working out. I loved it. And besides my husband dying, it's the second worst thing that's ever happened to me that I can't work out the way I used to. It's a huge bummer. And like I used to have, I have naturally good formed muscles, so I look really good. Like I have striations, which if you don't have them, you just don't have them. So my shoulders always look really kick-ass. I have really nice shaped abs because sometimes your six pack is off a little bit. Yeah, I liked it because I really excelled at it, and I really liked being strong. I liked being able to do 25 pull-ups. I like doing that. Now I can't even hang on the bar. Okay, thank you so much, Barry boy. You come check us out tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Have a lovely night and a fantastic weekend. I'll be on tomorrow sometime. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna push the button now. Okay.